You're listening to Blu Moves, your home for all things real estate. Presented by Blu Realty.
Hey guys, this is John Darden with Blu Realty, and this is Blu Moves, episode 4. All things real estate, buyers, sellers, residential, commercial, investments, multifamily, you name it, we'll chat about it. Today is a particularly interesting topic because it involves updating a home, DIY. What do we need to do to update our home? Specifically, what are the 3 main things we should do, you should do as an owner of your home to, in an affordable manner, update the home, add some value to it, whether you're going to stay in it, sell it, whatever. What can you do to update a home? What's current style? All that fun stuff. Today, we are actually joined by a former general contractor turned realtor, the infamous, the goofy, but devilishly handsome Charlie Garner, coming in off of his first day at CYCLEBAR this morning.
Yes.
Every Thursday morning at 8:30 we have a little CYCLEBAR morning. How was that for you?
I can't feel my legs.
You can't feel your legs?
No.
You got off the bike and you were wider than this sheet of paper.
I was. Yeah. I for people who saw my social media post, I actually took 3 showers this morning. One when I got up, one in my sweat at the CYCLEBAR, and then a third one when I went home to get rid of all that sweat. I haven't sweat that much since a long time.
That was shout out to CYCLEBAR. We're gonna tag you guys in this one. That's good stuff. Are you gonna go back?
It's yes. I'm looking into the camera. Yes.
Yes. Oh man. Okay, quickly, Charlie. Tell the folks that don't know you who you are.
Awesome. All right, from the big town of Seminole. I know I've got some Seminole peeps out there. I came to college. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I ended up getting into music. I enjoyed music so much that I figured, well, if you go to college to play music, what do? You drop out of college and you join a band. That's what you do. So I did that for a little while. Had a great time. It was awesome. I'm glad I got that behind me now. Got into retail. Circuit City. Shout out. Closed down. Sales manager up there. That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about the retail world. I learned enough about retail to know that I don't ever want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Learned a lot about sales though, which was really awesome. I off and on throughout that whole time, I worked for a local company here. Shout out to Carpetech. Loved Carpetech. They were awesome. Those guys are awesome. I did everything from clean carpet to I did fire and flood restoration, and at the end there, I was doing project management for construction, flood, fire. So I was basically the guy that came in like, okay, your house flooded. I'm here to assist you through this and get you put back. So
some pretty extensive remodels.
Yeah, yes. Anything from just replacing flooring to all I have is studs left. So.
Okay.
Really just kind of anything. So did that for a little while. Ended up working with some friends selling home decor products online. So a complete 180. And then I went from that to Mr. John Darden.
Real estate. That's a perfect segue, actually, straight into the topic today. And actually, if you'd like to give out a shout out to Kara and the kiddos.
Oh,
He's
hey.
Also a husband and a father.
I am.
So hi.
I do.
Hello. Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Is this how you do shout? Hey, Kara.
I think you have to hashtag it.
Oh, my bad.
Hashtag shout out.
Kara, CW, Kate.
Hashtag trying to stay relevant. Okay, here we go. 3 things, and again, this is coming from somebody who has experience in this business. 3 things, in no particular order, that are affordable ways for homeowners to update their home, add value
Yes.
from your experience.
There's some real easy ways, really. And you can do it as big of a budget or as low as a budget as you want. First and foremost, look at your flooring. I know vinyl plank's been a big thing lately. Even if it's just cheap carpet, whatever you're looking at, vinyl plank is great. Vinyl plank's great. It's cheap. It's easy. It looks awesome. And if you've been to a parade home here in Lubbock in the past, how many years now?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I mean, that's practically what's in every parade home you've seen in a while. So flooring's a big one.
On the vinyl stuff, I mean, you mentioned the parade of homes, so it took me a while to get on the vinyl. Mm-hmm. Like, I was not on the vinyl bandwagon for a long time, but even the $500,000-$700,000 homes, you see the vinyl, which is interesting to me. It's easy to clean.
Yes.
It's relatively scratch proof. Now it's not idiot proof, so if you drag a refrigerator across it, you're going to scratch it. But it's easy to clean up.
Yes.
Your kiddo spills milk on it. You don't have to freak out like you would on a real hardwood floor. It's $2 a foot install.
Yeah, there's some stuff out there that is that cheap for sure.
Go ahead.
No, I think there at first people just had a tough time going, because you had laminate and vinyl are complete two different things, right? So your laminate is cheap as well, but vinyl just holds up way better, and in my opinion, it just looks better.
Yeah, we're kind of out on laminate.
We're out on laminate.
Laminate flooring is not. I mean, it sounds clunky. I mean, almost like the top of this table. You're like the pitter patter of feet. It just kind of feels like a cheap. Product.
It does.
It is. 2 different kinds of vinyl. You've got the glue down. You've got the floating.
Yes.
Floating's a little more expensive.
Yes.
Holds up a little better though.
It does.
You mentioned carpet. Where would you put carpet in a home? I need to remodel my entire house. I want to put new floors in. Where am I putting carpet?
Well, it's obviously preference. You'll typically, I shouldn't say typically. You'll see carpet in bedrooms. That being said, once again, been in a parade home, you've seen a lot of vinyl even in bedrooms. But it seems like that was the transition there for a while. From what I saw, was that your living, your kitchen, laundry area, anywhere that got a ton of traffic, you would see that go to some form of either tile or something different in carpet, because carpet gets disgusting, right?
Right.
So if anywhere, I would think it would be in a bedroom, closet, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes in like game rooms still.
Yeah.
Basements.
Yeah.
It's popular. What are the kind of flooring? I mean, obviously hardwood is still like the pinnacle.
It is.
But obviously a lot more expensive. I mean, like you said, preference, and depends on what you're trying to do and what your price range of your home is. But if you're doing a quick, affordable update to your home, you would put what in?
I would put vinyl in.
Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Easy and cheap. It looks great. It's what seems to be in. So.
Okay. So vinyl. So step 1, floors. Okay, what's the second thing you would do?
And so another one, in no particular order here either, really, for me, is just painting. Painting's easy. Anybody can paint. You may not want to paint. I didn't want to paint. So I hired somebody to paint for me. But if you wanted to do it cheap, you would do it yourself. So paint.
Okay.
Paint walls. If you want to paint cabinets, whatever the case may be. So
paint. What color schemes, as I go and fix our live feed here on Instagram?
Oh no.
What color schemes are popular? What would you go with?
Okay, so here once again, lately in the parades, you were seeing a lot of grays. You've seen some whites. You see some different things. But as we go along here, it seems we have started to see a little bit of different colors come into play now. I know Mr. Dodden over here is doing a little bit things on a house that he has right now. So some blues are coming back into play. Your whites are still they're coming back there. Are we good? We good on Instagram? Okay. You kind of pitch in here. I mean, you've done some of this very, very recently.
Yes, and sorry for the interruption there, Instagram. We lost you because somebody called me. So whoever called me, darn it. Yeah, grays are out.
Yeah.
Grays are out. I say they're out. They're not totally out yet. They're on their way out.
Yeah.
I think the general consumer is tired of gray. You know, for a long time it was gray floors, gray walls, gray cabinets, some shade of gray.
Right.
I'm trying really hard not to make a reference to that movie.
Same here.
It's like everybody does it.
Yes.
But I want to so bad. I'm not going to scratch that itch though.
I don't know. Yeah.
It would be like if you have 50 different colors of that particular gray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gray is going away. Thank goodness. And I say thank goodness. It's a good color. It's just, I mean, everything's cyclical. So gray's in for a while. Gray's been in for the last 4 or 5 years, and gray is kind of phasing out now. You're seeing a lot of neutral blues again.
Mm-hmm. I like blue.
I do too.
I love blue.
Blue is my favorite color. Blue, actually. Blue without the E.
Or you could be like at my house. We have this cool thing going on in our kitchen. It's called ketchup, and we just take our fingers, mainly children, because they're smaller, right? And they just smear it along the wall. It looks really good. It's a lot of accent.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great accent.
Yeah.
A little design. That's better than wallpaper design.
It is. So a little red.
Yeah, a little red. That's okay. Red every now and then is okay. You know, the bright flashy stuff is still not in, but still your neutral blues. You're seeing some neutral greens involved in a lot of things too. I'm flipping a house out in Lake Ridge right now, and we've got a grayish color. Grayish. It's a mixture of beige and gray, so grayish in the main areas. It's not your typical gray.
It sounds like a baby name.
Grayish.
Well, it's Grayson.
Grayson. Yes.
It's definitely a baby name.
Grayish. Shout out to whoever names their kid Grayish because of this podcast. We've got a nice light bluish in the bedrooms. We've kind of got a greenish tone in the bathrooms. You'll see it. It'll be up in a month probably. You'll be able to see what we did. So yeah, white is still in. Mm-hmm. White, like a decently stark white, is still kind of a thing, like a little bit of off-white. But gray's kind of going away. What
do you think about this? We're going off the script here. What do you think about wallpaper?
Oddly enough, wallpaper's back. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Everything's cyclical. Wallpaper's back. Now your floral wallpaper is not back.
Right.
But
like the chickens and the cows along the border in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not so much that. But yeah, it's weird. Wallpaper's back. Specific designs of wallpaper.
Right.
And again,
and not the cheap wallpaper.
No. You got to spend some money to get the kind of wallpaper. It is nuts. It's crazy, but you can do some cool stuff. Like there are actually some companies out there that you can have print specific patterns. You tell them the size of your wall, you give them a pattern, they'll kind of shoot you back some samples of it, and it's yay or nay.
Right.
It's expensive though. Wallpaper's back.
Crazy.
Specific kinds of wallpaper, not the chaotic wallpaper that you see. One of the things on this, we kind of flip roles. You just asked me the question instead of me asking you. But one of the things that How are
you feeling right now?
I feel safe.
Okay.
I feel safe.
Go to your safe place.
Yes, this is my safe place. Thank you very much. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
That's okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. If you want to know what's coming, look in New York and look in LA.
Right.
Lubbock is always, I would say, like the DFW area is 2 to 3 years behind New York and LA, and Lubbock is 2 to 3 years behind Dallas.
Right.
So if you want to know what's coming, look at LA, look at New York. They're still doing white. Mm-hmm. There's wallpaper everywhere. Granite's kind of going away. Mm-hmm. You've got different kinds of stone that are popular now. Quartz is a huge thing. I mean, everybody's using marble. But, I mean, granite's still a thing. It will always be a thing.
Yes.
But it's just not as big as it used to be. This is off script.
It is.
It's okay.
It's crazy. It's dangerous.
We're getting a little crazy here in Blu Moves episode 4. So look there. Look on the coast. Look in New York. Look in LA to see kind of what they're doing. But wallpaper's coming back. Holy moly. So if you got wallpaper, maybe don't give it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, if you have wallpaper and it's been there for decades, it needs to go away.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Okay, so that's that's 2.
It's 2.
Flooring, which you recommend the vinyl and carpet in bedrooms is the cheaper way to do it. Paint. cabinets, trim. This is a big one. Painting trim is a big one.
Painting trim is huge.
White. Now, you look at like Jeff Seal Ventura Homes. He does some different things on the color of his trim. Everybody loves Ventura stuff.
Right.
Caliber Homes, Brandon McFadden's doing some really cool paint schemes and some of the things that he's doing. So look to builders. Look and see what builders are doing because they're typically a little bit ahead of the ball game. Shout out to Brandon at Caliber.
Brandon.
A lot of great builders in Lubbock for sure, but I'm going off script again.
That's okay.
Okay, number 3. So this is 3 things. What is the third that you would recommend?
So the third, I kind of went a few different directions with this because I was trying to think if I had to only pick 3 things, and I had to come down to landscaping. As I pulled up to a house today to do a listing presentation, the first thing that hit me when I pulled up to this place was, wow, this place looks immaculate out here. And already in my head, I already knew exactly what that house looked like inside. Okay, I didn't know the layout, obviously, but I knew just by looking at that front yard, I was like, these people have got their stuff together. Yeah. I'm sure this is going to be a nice house inside just because of the way this looks out here. So yard guy, they having cleanup done. It depends on what your yard looks like, what all you got going on. Relatively inexpensive once again.
Yeah. Cleanup is huge.
Cleanup's huge.
Nice straight lines in the edging of your yard and some colorful flowers. Nothing crazy.
No.
Nothing astronomical. Seed your yard. Now's the time to do that. We're getting, I said it's a little early for Bermuda. Maybe a smidge early for fescue too, but seed your yard. Watch that thing just jump up. That doesn't cost much to do. If you want to sod it, that's something that can be beneficial as well. Landscaping's like curb appeal is everything.
I mean, I have one right now that they decided to do some landscaping, and all they did was they just came out and just mowed. They edged, they trimmed the shrubs, they edged the shrubs, hedged the shrubs.
You edge them or hedge
I don't know. I'm confused now.
We
trim the hedges.
Yes,
that's what it was.
There it is. I think you hedge your bet and you edge your.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. I do both of those. So.
Okay. All right.
So yes. And that's all they did. It was just a little bit of cleanup, and that did wonders to that house. Just the way it looked from the outside, it was crazy. And I think it was a couple of $100, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal.
And take a weekend and get your kids involved and have them dig some holes and plant some flowers.
Yeah.
Run to Home Depot, run to Lowe's, get some colorful, pretty flowers.
Yes.
Water them, and voila.
Well, and you do what I do. I'll dig some holes and I'll have the flowers going, and then I'll go have them dig 20 more holes. I don't need those holes, and we'll just have them cover them back up, and they felt like they did something.
Absolutely.
And they feel involved that way, and they didn't mess my flowers up that way. But
ketchup on the walls, digging holes.
Yes.
Charlie has all the ideas for kids. This should have, instead of being
it's Kids Corner.
3 ways to update your home, this should have been Kids Corner.
Yeah.
That would have been maybe more. Well, this is pretty helpful though.
They did, yeah. I mean, those are all easy things. Obviously, the flooring. If you're doing the painting yourself, painting is not expensive at all. I would recommend, if you're not that great of a painter or don't really know what you're doing, maybe look into hiring somebody, because I don't know if having a new paint job that you kind of DIY'd yourself with paint all over the trim, that's maybe kind of off-putting a little bit.
Yeah, that can be a bad thing.
Can be a bad thing. And your painters are kind of all over the place. I mean, you can get really cheap painters, you can get expensive painters, so
you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. Yeah. So flooring, pretty cheap. Painting, depending on what you do, can be pretty cheap. Landscaping is very cheap. Mm-hmm. And those are all easy things to do to make that house look pretty awesome.
You had mentioned earlier, and we'll be wrapping this up here, but there were some other ways to 3 other things that you could do to a home to really cash out on them.
Yeah, this is what I'm real big on. I like to, whenever I'm looking at like how do I get as much money as I can just in general, out of my house. So I'm thinking I can burn my house to the ground. I can just turn the faucet on and just stuff a rag in the sink and just leave. Or you know, just have like a really big tree with a limb hanging over, and like that baby's gonna go, and insurance pays for it. I mean, it's a payday. It is awesome. So,
or natural disaster.
Natural disasters.
Just do your best summoning job to.
Yes, I do. I like to personally do tornado dances in the backyard to try to get them to come to me.
Yeah. So aside from doing anything illegal,
yes,
flooring, paint, landscaping, 3 easy, relatively affordable. Depends on how crazy you want to go, but relatively affordable things that you can do to update your home, and almost guaranteed to at least get your money back on those things.
Right.
As long as you don't pick some crazy floor. And, oh gosh, someone's calling again and messing up the live feed.
I know who it is.
What is wrong with these people? That's okay. We're not going to call you out live, but okay, wrap it up. 3 things. Got it. Done. Floors, paint, landscaping. You can go crazy expensive. You can go a little bit cheaper if you want to. Great bang for your buck. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yes.
Final word, Charlie.
I was just kidding about the insurance thing. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. And I love you. I love all of you. I love you, John.
I love you too, man.
All right.
This is good. Kids Corner, and we're ending with a good little lovey hug. Blue Moves, episode 4.